Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video, or rather, welcome to the first Star Citizen video for me for the year 2025. I have put out, or rather, I have tried to save this ship for last because it's one of those exciting ship that I need to play before I can sort of pass judgment, or rather my opinion. Okay, everything is my opinion. If you don't agree, that's cool as well. If you have other opinions, well, let me know down in the comments below. Simple as that. Okay, yeah, it's just my opinion, and that's how I play, or rather how I play the game will reflect on what I'm going to say. Simple as that, all right? Some of you might play differently than me, that's for sure. And that's great, all right? That's great. Having different opinions is always awesome. And of course, I will never disable my comments. So feel free, unless you're spamming random stuff. So before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And of course, I will start off with the only PSA for Star Citizen. You only need a starter pack in order to enjoy Star Citizen. That's it. Everything else, in fact, I would even tag on, if you are still willing to buy ships from with real money, get it with special upgrade offer. Right? Don't pay the sticker price or the retail price, how I put it. Okay, yeah, just don't. Get it as cheaply as you can. That's it. And how to do so? Warborn upgrade. Okay, so let's start off with the Guardian. So we have two. We have the Guardian and the Guardian Chi. Now, I'm going to call it Chi or Ki. Ki? Guardian Chi, right? And the difference between these two ships, let's start off with the price tag. Now, I still going to remain the, what you call this, the real world price tag. I'm not going to change, okay? And one of the biggest reason is it's easier to judge the ship for me by looking at the real world pricing. Of course, the in-game price will be subjected to change because the vehicles in the game right now is way too cheap. But it is good, which means any vehicle, don't buy with real money. That's how I put it. Okay, ignore this top part. This is for people who spend way too much money on Star Citizen. And let's move on to the bottom part. So the base Guardian 250 this is store credit, and then the Guardian Chi is 260 extra $10. If you were to buy Warborn version, 240 and 230, no, 230 and then 240 respectively, saving you $20. In my opinion, it is still way too expensive. For me, I would say any ship, if you want to buy ships with real money outright, make sure it has LTI. So in this case, the Guardian has an LTI, which is nice. Not a mandatory perk, it is a convenient perk. But for me, it is my requirement if I want to buy or upgrade. No, if I want to own any ships, I need to see this. And the best way to do so is pick up a cheap ship, less than $50, and then upgrade my way up to whatever ship I want. That's how I do. And in general, I usually can knock down the price even more. Maybe I could get the Guardian below $100. No, $100, I don't think I can do it. Whoopsie. Because I want to say, if I can get Guardian below 100, that's an easy buy, in my opinion. But no, I don't think I can squeeze down. One, definitely below 200. Easily be below 200. Yeah. The question is yeah, how much? Anyway, but for this, what do you call this? For the opinion purposes, is the ship worth shipping? I'm gonna use the the retail price. Now, this ship closest competitor, in my opinion, is the Aegis Vanguard series. But before we go to that part, what is nice about the Guardian? This is a tried and true solo ship, and it is a fantastic ship. In fact, this is easily top 3 on my list. Yeah, for some people, maybe it's the best ship. I don't know yet, but after flying a little bit, or rather after a few testing, I think there is a very what do you call this? There is a interesting flight characteristic, and there's a distinctive between the Guardian and the Vanguard series. I love the Vanguard. Vanguard is my go-to PvE ship in general, and that is my kind of my end game PvE ship. But the Guardian right now, it's very close. Very, very close. There is 1 or 2 points that I would say the Guardian is not that great. But at the same time, if you're used to the flight characteristic of the Guardian is actually very good. And in fact, I would say it can be better than the Vanguard. So it is a switchable place. However, the Guardian Chi has a 1-up that makes it, in fact, number 1, in my opinion. And we're going to take a look at that first. Okay, so the Guardian, let's go for the base stats. Sadly, I'm not going to use any in-game videos because I can't record and I can't do that. I need to upgrade my potato PC. No, that's one thing bad about Star Citizen. I need a beefy PC and a graphic card. Sadly, I'm lacking on both. So hopefully I can upgrade this year and then we'll get more in-game Star Citizen content, that's for sure. Okay, let's start off with the stats. I'm not going to go too deep because it's a heavy fighter. There's only a handful of heavy fighters that are great, and one of them, and I think the only one on my list, is the Aegis Vanguard. And there's 3 variants. There's 3 whole variants, but there's only 2 that make it on the list. Harbinger is a bomber. Yeah, it's like neither here nor there, so it's a bit different. First thing first, you'll know it's mainly a size 2 component, except for the computer size 1. Alright, that's alright. Pilot control 2 size 5. Now, at first I thought the 2 size 5 is gonna be overpowered versus the Vanguard. However, it gets rebalanced, or the game balancing is through your what do you call it? Batteries. Where's your power plant? Through your power plant, which is 2 size 1. Now, if this is a 2 size 2, then the Guardian is easily number 1. This is the only bottleneck for the Guardian. 2 size 1, and that's it. Because if you're gonna look at the Vanguard, okay, I have the Vanguard put up over here. Now the Vanguard is a little bit less, right? 1 size 5 and 4 size 2. Most of the time you'll be using your size 5 to do the heavy DPS, and your size 2 will just do a backup, and you won't usually fire all of them together. Plus, the Vanguard Warden has a man turret, so if you want to do missions or you want to bring a friend along, that is fun, right? You got some fun over here as well, and your friend can do something, which is great. Although it's size 2, which is not so great in DPS, that's alright. What do you call this? Missile racks, we have size 4 in general. Shields, no, what we want to go is the power plant. This has 1 size 2. Now the question is 2 size 1 better than 1 size 2? That's the thing we want to take a look. So I have the Guardian over up here, and technically it's supposed to be better. Okay, stats wise, it's supposed to be better, but in practical use, the Guardian has less, I would say, capacity when if you do a sustained DPS compared to the Vanguard. That's a big difference. Like, yeah, to me, even though the numbers are greater over here, sadly in practical use, it's different. And that's the reason why you want to, not to say use, you don't want to overly rely too much on paper stats. That's why some ships I really need to fly in order to, have some fun and understand a little bit more. But in this case, if you're doing a burst, yeah, the Guardian is way better. Alright, base Guardian and the Guardian Chi is way better. Sure, the Warden has a little bit more DPS on this paper right now, but if you're looking at the stats itself, which is 1 size 5, 4 size 2, not really a lot of DPS per se. Okay, because you get more, because you have to hit all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weapons have to hit all of them, whereas the Guardian, all you need to do is line up with 2 shots, or rather 1 shot, make sure 2 of them hit, and you get lots of beefy DPS. That's the difference, alright? But sustain, Vanguard easily destroy the Guardian, in my opinion. Okay, because you can fire longer if you're using the F7A. Normally, I won't use the F7A, the M7A. Raw, most I think I'll use attrition. My favorite is the attrition. If not, I can switch up to probably a Revenant. No, Revenant is ballistic. Yeah, no. Usually I go for attrition. I like the attrition's firing characteristic, which is one thing good about Star Citizen, right? At least they give certain weapon a little bit more character, I would say. So that's that. Sure, you can, of course, if you put attrition 5s on the Guardians, your power will get melted very, very fast. Right? No, not melted, gets drained. Ugh. So that's that for the base Guardian. That's why I can easily say the Guardian can be a #1 ship, easily replace the Vanguard. But there are certain things where Vanguard just outperforms a little bit, right? They are inter-switchable, that's how I put it, right? But however, Guardian Chi has one little thing that I think makes it the best ship in general. And if you're talking about stats, it's a little bit lousier, quote unquote, compared to the base Guardian, but it mixed up with quantum dampener. That's it. It's the biggest thing on top of that makes the Guardian Chi a much formidable opponent. Now, what's the difference between a quantum dampener versus an EMP? Because the Vanguard Sentinel has an EMP, and quantum dampener just prevents your opponent from fleeing. And then if you're an ace pilot, hey, it's easy, right? Just open up your quantum dampener if you're suspecting your opponent is fleeing, and then you just gun him down. And that's why the Guardian Chi takes the #1 spot on my list. If you are an ace, and I won't say ace pilot, if you're practicing to be a dogfighting PvP pilot, and that's it. That's it. Easy pick in my opinion. It is a very bursty ship. Yeah, if you want to burst down your opponents, Guardian, hands down. If you want to sustain in a prolonged fight, the Guardian is still able to do so, but you have to balance the power a little bit more, so the Vanguard is much more of a lazy man sustain. That's how I put it. Overall, it's still good, right? And I have to give the Guardian 1 plus point. It is way cheaper than the Vanguard series. The Vanguard, even though the Guardian Chi cheaper by $20, no, not $20. Guardian Chi versus the Vanguard, same price. If I take the Guardian, $250, $10 cheaper. And hopefully in the game, it should reflect almost the same as well. And then to top it off, the Warden is not my go-to. Sentinel is mine. Alright, the Vanguard Sentinel, and Vanguard Sentinel is $275. So yeah, the Chi, easy pick. And on top, it comes in black. And that's that. Sure, I could get this. Nah, I'm not bothered with the paint. Nope, none of the paints are great. I would say easy skip on the paint. So that's it. That's all I have for you for the Guardian. Yeah, it's just nice, right? And of course, some would point out that the Guardian has better missiles, right? So Guardian has 4 size 4, and no, I have to go here. All right, missiles 4 size 4 dual racks, and then the Guardian is really 4 size 4, 4 times size 2. Is Chi better? 2 times size 3? Chi has bigger missiles? Alright, I'll take bigger missiles over smaller missiles, that's for sure. Yep, no, bigger is better. The Chi has better guns. I mean, bigger guns. Nah, I can't use the word guns, right? Because it's not the weapon. It's bigger missiles, right? And a quantum dampener for extra $10. Yeah, I'll take it. I would take it. That's it. That's all I have for you. Yeah. This easily can be my #1 ship. I just need to get used to it because I'm so used to the Vanguard series. And that's all I have. Oh, one more thing before I go. Why I think I would pick the Guardian overall. Alright, it can fit in a Polaris. That's it. Right, this is literally a win for Polaris owner because you get a beefy heavy fighter, and yeah, it is like I said, easily top 3. Yeah. Okay, that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next Star Citizen video. There should be one event coming up pretty soon, which is the Lunar New Year. And I think by that time the Guardian would be off already. So yeah, just get the special upgrade, okay? That's what I will recommend. Because that's what I did, right? Alright. See ya, my friends. And because it's the new year, Pyro is available. I would say I will see you in the verse and fly dangerous.